Welcome, Gunrunner.
Everybody, Kieran Cadad here, and I've got a book review for you today, as you can see. And those of you who follow my channel will be well aware that I've already reviewed the Art of Atari on my channel. And you might be thinking, well, why is he reviewing it again? It's because I'm not strictly reviewing the Art of Atari. I'm reviewing the Art of Atari Capsule Edition. Yes, and I'm already sure that you want to know what the differences are between the books and what that's all about. So I'll just explain to you. The Capsule Edition was created exclusively for loot box, so it was never actually sold as a separate book like the big old original Art of Atari book, which is easily one of the best retro gaming related books ever made. Obviously done by Tim Lapetino, with official licensing from Atari, etc. Forward by Ernest Klein from Ready Player One. Afterward by Robert Conte. This is a small capsulized, there we go, we use that word, version of that book. Now, if you haven't seen my review of the original Art of Atari book, I'll link that in the top right hand corner and I'll put it in the description so you can go and watch that, because obviously it's quite important to this particular review. So I'll just tell you how I came across this and why it's obviously such a big difference in time of me reviewing them, years and years in fact. It's because my wife spotted this, someone selling this, and actually both books together I think it was, I can't remember now. They had some other books on Spock, and she bought it for me, which is really, really good of her. And then actually after she bought it for me, she said to me, oh, he's got some other books for sale, I think you've got them all. It turns out I did, yeah, I did have all of them, but it was really nice for her to get that for me, because she realised I didn't have it. So very good wife there, good going, well done, well done. So yeah, that's kind of how I came across it. Obviously, otherwise you might better find them maybe on eBay or Amazon or something, but it was certainly never sold on bookshelves, so to speak. It was just for Loot Crate. So what is it then? So this Capsule Edition is much smaller, first of all, as you can see. Show you the difference between the books. Quite important. Not so big in size either, as you can see. It's quite of a strange square shape. And in a way, probably a way to describe this is almost like a best of this book. And what this does is actually it just focuses on some particular games. So it's more like, in many ways, a little reviews book than than the artwork book, the big coffee table artwork book that the original was, which you'll see. It's a hardback. Starts with some nice, obviously, screenshots and stuff there. And we'll have a look through it. Back a bit. I'll just make sure it's all in frame. Then we've got more screenshots and the Atari logo. Our intro, so introduction by the author Tim Lapetino. Another nice Atari logo. That's of course the box for the original Atari video computer system, iconic. This wood grain fascia, and obviously it goes straight into some of the earliest games. So we've got Airsea Battle and Combat kicking it off. Combat obviously being the first game, and Airsea Battle being amongst those earliest releases. So it shows you the iconic artwork, just like the other book does, with the small description of the game and who the artist was, and maybe a little bit about how that art came about. So that's basically what this is. It's just a condensed, when just looking at games, it says Indy 500, Starship, Basketball Surround. I don't want to sort of go through every game. And then it has some kind of double page spreads of some of the artwork, like there, that's from Adventure, kind of really zoomed in. There's Space Invaders, which is cool. So that's obviously the Atari 8-bit artwork there, as well as the 2600. We've got some stuff from Asteroids. So again, it's not just 2600. We've also got Atari 8-bit and 5200 artwork in here as well. So it's not just 2600. Missile Command, Warlords, some Centipede. Again, we've got both types of art. We've got E.T., Defender, Haunted House, loads of classics. There's Pac-Man, so it shows the alternative art for that, because there was different versions actually even on the 2600. And then that weird art that appeared on the Atari 8-bit versions. Lovely artwork for Phoenix, Indiana Jones, Real Sports Games, Battlezone. So yeah, all sorts of lovely artwork. Joust, I absolutely adore that artwork. It's great. But then we say, actually this point I should say, we've moved away from those original Atari releases for the VCS, as it was called, and onto the silver box games that carried Atari 2600 branding instead of being VCS. So we move into those games. I lost the book there. There's some cool artwork for Krull, which of course is a game of the movie, which is about now pretty unknown. There's the great artwork for Mario Brothers and Ms. Pac-Man. Doesn't get more iconic than those two. It's a nice zoomed in Moon Patrol there. There's stuff about Moon Patrol. I'm trying to remember if it goes into the red box games. I don't think it does. So we've got the Sword Quest titles. Millipede, Gremlin, Pengo, Midnight Magic. I think Midnight Magic... Actually, no, Midnight Magic was a red box game. So actually there is some Atari Corporation stuff, because, yeah, Midnight Magic was only published in Redbox under Atari Corporation. So there is actually some of the later stuff as well in there. There's Gallagher, so 7800. So we have got a little bit of 7800 in here as well. In this cut down version of the book. Dark Chambers, obviously that was on the XC, as well as the 7800, 2600, Atari Warriors. Then it ends with a lovely cheesy family advert with that family all wearing their cool Atari jackets. I love one of those silver ones. They're amazing, aren't they? A lovely little picture of the Atari 2600. About the author, image credits, and that's it really. So it's just like, whoops, drop the book. It is just like small game reviews. So let's just show a comparison actually. So we'll just get obviously this one starts off the same, but just to show you a difference. I'll go to the beginning if I can find it. This starts in a different place. So this has a lot more at the beginning. So for example, if we go to this page here, which is ideal, so we've got Blackjack there in combat. I don't think Blackjack's even in this book, but you can see combat. And then if you put that underneath, or actually to the side of it, you can see it's basically exactly the same, just cut down. And obviously that's got Air Sea Battle next to it. Obviously this has all sorts of stuff, because it shows you more detailed backgrounds into the games itself, as well as having those game reviews in it. So yeah, that's really all the difference between the books really. And obviously there's more there with the Pac-Man art, if I find it in this book. There we go as well. So on this we've just got that little spread there, and then the one in the Atari bit games afterwards, whereas this has got even more in it of the different ones, because obviously we've got that image there. This one's got two different versions of that same image. So yes, if you were thinking about buying the Art of Atari book, and you haven't done so already, then you just want to go for the original version. And there's an extended version of this as well, I think, which is even bigger. There's not really any point in picking up the Capsule Edition. As I say, it was produced for Loot Crate. Quite a nice little thing. I think if you weren't massively into Atari and you got it in your Loot Crate, you'd probably be pretty pleased. But there isn't really any reason to go down hunting that book if you've already got this one, because there isn't anything in that one that isn't in that one. Obviously the reverse is true, because there's tons in that one that's not in that one. And that's it really. I hope you enjoyed my look at the Art of Atari Capsule Edition, one for completists only. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again for another video very soon. Bye bye.